talk us through that and what you're aiming to do tomorrow?
No following. Yeah, it's just have a bit more of a bat. Hopefully the pitch gets a little bit harder to bat on. And yeah, give us bowlers a little bit of a break. So have a think overnight. Bat for a little bit into tomorrow, and then we'll kind of work back and hopefully leave us plenty of time to try and take the 10 wickets.
When you've got such a stacked schedule, is the follow-on almost highly unlikely in this day and age?
Yeah, I think it always is, to be honest. You always bowl better when you're slightly fresher. Day 5's normally harder than day 3 or 4. There's really not too many instances where the follow-on's realistic. I think some of the commentators like day 5's off, so that's normally why they talk about it. But yeah, it's not really realistic.
Did the pitch quicken up a little bit today compared to last night?
No, not really. It was a bit of a strange one. Like the odd one still felt like there was a bit of sideways movement, but not a heap of bounce. It felt like he really had to work for 10 wickets.
Pat, I think with that 200 wickets today, you have the best average and best strike rate of any Australian bowler with 200 Test wickets. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, incredible. It's pretty crazy. There's still plenty of guys I know have taken 300, 400, 700. So it doesn't comparing numbers doesn't seem as significant as others. But yeah, I think any milestone, when I think of wickets, I kind of think of longevity and knowing I had a bit of time out of the game. It's always a nice kind of realisation.
Is the one you got one of your better ones in terms of the quality of the delivery?
Yeah, take that. Top of off. I was happy. I felt like all the guys stuck to it really well today, and even the first session didn't really get rewards, but I felt like we were in it. So happy how everyone stuck at it, and we all got a bit of rewards there at the end.
Being here in Perth, the home of Dennis Lilly, and you've had a lot to do with him over the years, and you just mentioned as you reflect back on, I suppose, the injury troubles you had early in your career. What has that kind of relationship done for your career over the years? DK's been awesome. He's not here in Perth this week. He's away, but chatted to him a few times. I think that rebuilding phase, gave me the confidence I could come back a better bowler. And I think over the years, just the chatting to him on the phone, he's seen it all before. He's remembers what Test cricket was like, even though it was a little while ago. So he remembers how tough it can be, and how to manage your body and manage spells. And having someone like him in my corner that just gives some words of encouragement, bit of words of technique advice every now and then is awesome. And what about what it's like to be part of this bowling attack? Because it's an incredible stat today that it's the first bowling attack in Test history where there's 4 members that have all taken 200 wickets. Yeah,
we just heard that 5 minutes ago, and we're trying to think of other bowling attacks, thinking that stat wasn't right. It's great. There's 3 other guys are 3 of my best mates. We all get along so well. Again, it's not just the time out in the middle, it's the amount of dinners and nights in physio rooms, kind of hanging out together. So it's really special group we got going. We just have so much confidence in each other. Even today, just felt so relaxed the whole day, just knowing once you'd finish your spell, someone was going to step up.
Josh hasn't played much. Sorry.
There you go. Okay, I was going to say, did you have to adjust your lengths a bit today? Like, were you a bit fuller today than you were last night? Was that something you guys spoke about overnight that you learned off that pitch? Yeah, we did.
Just even this wicket, more so than others, felt like that good length wasn't didn't feel like the slips were as in players, if we had them driving. So, yeah, something we spoke about, try to get a little bit fuller, get them driving.
Josh hasn't played that much in the last 12 months in Test cricket. He's obviously had great white ball success. How was it seeing him just slip back into his old lines of lengths and be so dangerous and such a great option for you?
Yeah, it was great. It kind of felt a bit, I know he was so excited for this summer, and we all kind of felt a bit, keen for him, knowing how good he is, but, a few subcontinent tours, and obviously, missed last summer. So, great to see him slot straight in. You know how good he is. Even looking at the bench and seeing Scotty Boland there and Marcus Harris as well, it's a pretty awesome group we've got at the moment.
But
different conditions, Pakistan and all that, but that whole formula that you had playing 15-day tests and just being patient, do you think that's something that really took your captaincy to the next level so that even if there is a partnership, even if they are 1-for-1, you know you're always in it?
I think it's given us confidence. As a team, it even out there, it feels a lot more, composed, relaxed, feeling like we know the result's going to come. We're just going to hang in there, and I thought the way the other guys stuck to their plans today, we didn't try and get too funky, even with 600 on the board. Just that real confidence that it's the wickets are going to come. That's what it feels like out there at the moment with this group. Maybe it's been helped by wins such as Pakistan, but yeah, there's a real calmness about it that makes my job pretty easy.
I'm not sure if you've heard, but Ricky Ponting was taken to hospital today. Do you have any well wishes to him, and what was your reaction when you heard the news?
I only heard it for 1 minute, a few minutes ago. But yeah, obviously wish Ricky the best. We were just chatting to him this morning out in the field, and by all reports, it sounds like he's going okay. But yeah, anything like that's obviously super scary. So wish him the best.
Have you followed the goings on in Pakistan? You touched on it a moment ago, that your series there, but what England did yesterday, and what do you make of going that sort of clip Test cricket?
Yeah, I did. I found it good to watch. I brought back memories of bowling that Islamabad wicket, the Rawalpindi wicket, and I felt a little bit sore for it. It's incredible what they did, so good on them. Probably tune in tonight and see how it goes.
Can you see that becoming more of a thing, teams going at that sort of clip? And I know it's a long way away, but do you just see that opposition teams being forced to change their games to deal with that sort of run rate?
I think it's very wicket dependent. I think that wicket's unlike anywhere else in the world, really. Those wickets over there, but I think it's something you've got to be, wary out there. You just got to weather the storm occasionally. Some teams are going to be, like them. They might want to really take the game on and try and score at a good clip. Obviously, that brings more chances. So I think as long as you can keep your composure and just weather that storm, come up with some good plans. It's just a little bit different to the traditional, but it's interesting.
You mentioned the word composure a couple of times, Pat. Is it also about setting a field and sticking to it for long periods rather than just changing it around, or giving aggression a different meaning in a way?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's Test matches are 5 days, so took us 3.5 sessions today. That's normal. Sometimes it can feel like you want it to happen quicker if you're up and bowling well, those kind of things. But I think giving plans long enough to know if they're going to work or not, not chopping and changing all the time. But obviously, if you feel like you need to change in that moment, change it. But I think where it obviously works is when it's a full buy-in from all the team and the bowlers in particular, and we've done that really well.
We'll talk about England stuff. Obviously, they did what they did last summer at home as well. I know it's a long way away, but at what point do you actually start thinking about plans on how you can stop that approach to cricket when it comes to the Ashes next year?
After Indian series, long way away.